Hello everybody, welcome back to Boosted Budget Builds. I'm Grizz, and today we're going to be installing the trailing arms, the lower control arms, the camber arms, adjustable camber arms. I ran into a little snag, the adjustable toe arms that match the adjustable camber arms. The bushing head, the actual bushing insert, the steel part of the bushing, is too wide, I guess is what you would call it. I contacted the seller and explained to him, and he said, he's going to make it right. So we'll be doing everything but putting the adjustable toe arms on. I can do that in a little update later. But anyway, so let me pause the camera, spin it around, and we'll get down on the floor and I'll show you how to install this stuff. Really simple. See you then. Okay guys, we're down here on the floor. Now, the easiest way I know how to do this is the adjustable camber bolt, and if you can get the trailing arm hung by that, it kind of makes everything else go a little bit easier, I think. So here's the bolt. Now, one thing you're going to want to do is you want to get you some anti-seize, and not on the threads, right here, okay, on this part of the bolt. This is where the metal shaft of the bushing actually rides. And if you don't want to be cutting these bolts off later on, put some anti-seize on it. A little bit goes a long way. Don't take a whole lot, but don't be stingy either, Alright. That should be plenty. Now, this is where it gets fun. There's that. Then you gotta get the bolt. Try not to get anti-seize everywhere. Come on. Ooh. If you got a rubber mallet, sometimes tap it. You can get it to go in. Other times, you can just kind of thread it in. But this is the hardest one because everything else will bolt up to the trailing arm. There we go. I think I might have got it. Now, I know I've said this before, or at least I think I have in previous videos, but anytime you do any type of suspension work, replace any type of suspension parts, okay, you never tighten it whenever it's loose like this, okay? You always want to torque these down when the suspension is preloaded. Easiest way to do that is to put a jack up underneath here and you preload it up, and then you can torque them down. which I'll show you. But anyway, so once you get that one on, now the rest of these are pretty cake. One thing I didn't show you, the camber arm. I mean, it's stupid simple. I went ahead and put them on both sides because the toe arm didn't fit, so I wanted to make sure the camber one did. All it is just two 14mm bolts up in here. I'm sure you can see it. It's really simple. Another quick tip, whenever you're setting all the suspension up, obviously you're gonna have to get an alignment, but you can get it pretty damn close on the camber by taking these and laying them right next to the factory ones and thread them out until the bolt holes line up against each other, and then you can kind of torque them down a little bit. I mean, these are still a little loose, but that'll get you 80%, you know. I mean, it's not perfect, but it'll get you pretty damn close. You know, more than good enough to drive it to an alignment shop. Okay, so anyway, now that we got this one in, now we're going to put in the lower control arm. Alright, now, let me grab a bolt. Let me see here. Yeah, that's not it. Sorry, guys. I should have had all these set up, but I just kind of have them sitting in the thing here. There we go. That's it. Okay. Same routine. A little bit of anti-seize. Not on the threads, on the rived part of the bolt. Okay. And like I said, a little bit does go quite a ways. I really, as much as I do this shit, I really need to order me a, like a bottle of it, instead of buying these little ones every time. But oh, alright. Now then, you get your lower control arm in line. Get it through. Oh. Come on, baby, start. There it goes. Okay. I get it started a little ways. That's good enough. Okay, guys. Sorry, I had to pause the video, find some bolts. You didn't miss anything. Basically, this bolt here, I actually had the wrong one in. It was too long. It went down here. So I had to switch this out. Put this bolt up in here. And then I got the bolt for the strut here. And then I've got, you saw me put the bolt for the lower control arm body mount down there. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna tighten these up, just not tight, but just bring them in closer. Like I said, you know, you can't tighten them until you preload the suspension. Should be good enough on that. Okay, now, next thing we gotta do is we are putting in the center rod for the bushing. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in because so I can show you how, but then I'm going to have to unbolt it again whenever I have to replace the adjustable toe arms. But let me pause the video, get you at a good angle, and we'll be right back. Okay. Alright guys, now we're gonna attempt to get this bushing slide on in here. Oh. Okay. Well, there it is. All right. Now, see if I can get where you guys can see me here. Okay. We're going to put some of the silicone lubricant. It doesn't take a whole lot. We're going to put some of the silicone lubricant on the rod. Oh, damn it. Sorry guys, this is working in a tight spot. There, that might be a little better. All right. Okay. Now, there it is. I'm gonna get my rubber mallet. I'm going to attempt tap this in. This is going to be a tight fit, guys. So bear with me here. Let's see here. Might have been smarter to put this in whenever. Alright. I'm going to have to get a screwdriver to pry this through. There we go. It's coming, guys. Whew. Holy moly. Oh, we're almost there. Okay. Whew. Yeah, guys. That is a job. Okay. I'm gonna get some more light on here. I apologize, guys, for the lighting kind of blurring out the camera a little bit, but I don't have the greatest of. There's one. I don't have the greatest of lighting in this garage. Oh. Alright. Whoo-wee. Talk about a pain in the ass, guys. Well, we got it started. If you guys watch this video before you do yours, you might want to put the metal rod for the bushing in while it's on the table. If you have it completely off like I did, it might be a little bit easier for you. Because I know this, doing it this way on your back, is kind of a pain in the butt. Alright. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened right there. Camera's being stupid. But anyway, as you can see, you know, you got the trailing arm bushing in, the rod in, the bolts are in the rod. Let me bend you down a little bit. Maybe. Oh, there. You guys can kind of see. Alright, here is the strut. It's in. You can't see because it's too close to the camera. But back here we got the bolt started for the lower control arm. We got the bolt in for the trailing arm. Again, guys, it's smart to use anti-seize, not on the threads, but where the bushing meets the bolt. I mean, it's not going to hurt it if you get it on the threads, but I mean, you just don't want to. But yeah, guys, that's how you put the lower trailing arm in. Sorry for the couple hiccups along the way, especially not having all the bolts. Had to find those and get them for us. But everything's installed. Let me pause the camera. I'll spin it around so you guys can see what it all looks like. And we'll be right back. Alright, guys. Let me try to scoot back here so you guys can see. But that's what it all looks like. I know it's dark so you can't see it the best, but the trailing arm's all painted. New hub and bearing assembly. Adjustable camber arms. Energy suspension. Trailing arm bushings. You got new lower control arms. They're eBay. But I mean, they're good quality, I would say. There's a shock and strut assembly. You painted those in an earlier video. So that's what it's all going to look like. Alright guys, well, that's the installation of all the new suspension components, minus the tow kit. How to install the trailing arm bushing pin. Like I said, if I would do it again, for whatever reason, it was more of a pain in the ass this time. But I would probably just put the pin in when it's on the bench. But that's it, guys. Next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing up getting the wheels, or getting the brake system and everything in the rear reinstalled. I got to wait for the adjustable tow arms to do that. We're going to be doing the front suspension next. I still got to order some of that stuff. But we're doing lower control arms, all new hub assemblies, ball joints, and then whenever I order the manual steering rack, I'll be getting, all the new tie rod ends, inner tie rod ends, all that for that. And then we'll be doing the sway arm bushings as well. And then eventually, whenever I find a nice setup I like, I'm going to be doing a rear sway bar on the rear, as well as the tie bars and everything. But until then, this has been Boosted Budget Builds, and as always, I'm Grizz. So I will catch you in the next video. Take care.